Good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining in. Myself, Sandeep Yadav, your mindfulness coach, and I am on a mission to uplift one lakh families from overthinking to intentional thinking. Thank you for joining me. Let us start our session with some mindfulness practice. Take a deep breath in, sit in a comfortable position, and allow yourself to get yourself in the center by listening to this music. Take a deep breath in, take your hands up, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, feel relaxed. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and feel relaxed. Take your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and now allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are coming from your nearby environment, one at a time. Allow yourself to smile. Any sound that is coming from nearby environment, regular, irregular, just take your attention and hear all the different sounds. Take your attention to your heart and allow yourself to feel a colorful light into your heart, going in, going out. Feel it as if that circulating color is filling your heart, increasing, decreasing. Great, great, great. And now, as you breathe out, allow this light to encircle all your body. Breathe in, breathe out, hands resting on your lap, facing upwards, and just feel the natural breath As it is coming in, going out, don't try to force it. Don't shorten it. Don't elongate it. Just have a mild attention between your forehead and allow yourself to see your breath flowing in and out. One minute to go. It is normal to get distracted. Just bring your attention back to your breath. Seconds more. Great, 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 great. And now take your hands onto your heart and just allow yourself to repeat, to allow yourself to tune in to the abundance. Keeping the eyes closed and repeat aloud. Life is. Life is. Repeat. For what? It is for you. Repeat. Life is. Dash. Life is. And now repeat aloud. Life is what I say, not what it is. My life, my choice. My life, my choice. I choose my reality. My power lies in my reality. And my power lies in my choice. It doesn't matter what reality is outside. I create my reality intentionally. I choose my reality intentionally. And life is what I choose it to be, and not what others' reality is. I create my reality for myself. I choose my reality for myself. I choose life to be empowering. I choose life to be colorful. I choose life to be fun. I choose life to be wonderful. I choose life to be magnetic. I choose life to be energetic. I choose life to be thrilling. I choose life to be expanding. I choose life to be growth. I choose life to be purposeful. I choose to be the life of happiness, of prosperity, of joyfulness. Allow yourself to come up with more and more words. I choose life to be. Life is. Life is. Life is. And repeat aloud. Ordinary people go through the struggle and call it a struggle. But the joyful magician go through the struggle and call it an adventure. Because here we define our reality. Because here we choose our reality intentionally. Because here we give our words intentionally. Any outside reality cannot define us. Any outside reality cannot limit us. Only and only one person define our reality, and that is, put your hands up and say I. Our reality does not define us, and I refuse to be those normal majority people who call reality the way it is. My life, my choice, my choice, my reality, my reality, my power. And today I declare, and today I define that my life is amazing, that my life is powerful, that my life is extraordinary, that my life is enthralling, that my life is powerful, that my life is magical, that my life is supporting, that my life is trusting, that my life is hopeful, that my life is peace, that my life is, that my life is, that my life is. Take a deep breath in and repeat aloud. It doesn't matter what the reality is. I choose my words. I choose my meanings. And therefore, I create my life of my intentions. I'm not most people. I'm a joyful magician. And joyful people do not live in others' reality. They create the reality they want. They choose the reality they want. And from now on, my life is what I say it is, not what it seems to be. My life, my choice, my choice, my reality, my reality, my power. And therefore, I define my reality. And I don't allow the reality to define me. And at last, one more time, repeat aloud. My life, my choice, my choice, my power, and my power, my reality. Open your eyes, take a deep breath in, and hope all are feeling wonderful and hope all you agree with it. Let's start our session with this mindful energy. Let's start. So, what if the reason money feels so emotionally heavy is not only because of how you have it, how much you have it, but because of how much space lack has been creating in your mind? Think about it. The session is all about money. How many people don't just use money, they mentally orbit it. Not in peace, in tension. Will it be enough? What if it gets delayed? Why is it taking so long? Why does everyone else seem ahead? What if nobody, nothing changes? What if I try? What if I still stay stuck? And slowly, without realizing it, money stops being a tool and becomes a pressure. It becomes a fear. It becomes a silent background humming voice, a mental storm that follows you even when you are trying to rest. So, today, the session is our journey towards gratitude and how it applies to the money in a specific way, not vague abundance, not empty. A practical tool, a visible symbol, a specific amount, a specific desire, a deliberate emotional shift. Today is about the magic check, using gratitude to move from obsessing over what's missing to emotionally rehearsing what has been received. And if you feel struggle with overthinking money, delayed success, financial pressure, or uncertainty about the future, this day can hit very deeply. Yesterday, we shifted the mind away from scanning the body for what's wrong, and today, we shift the mind away from scanning life for what's missing. And that's the progression. Yesterday, stop monitoring symptoms. Today, stop monitoring the lack. Yesterday was about the trust in the body, and today is about trust in the provision that is already there. We have already explored money in our earlier days. So, this is not a very same thing here, it is something different. And today I repeat, money is not my master. And, and I request you to type it in a chat because many people don't realize it, but they have been mentally bowing to money, not using it. So let's see how the overthinker's money loop is getting carried. Some people don't have a money problem first, they have a money thought problem first. They think about it when they wake up, they think about it while they're eating, while they're working, while they are resting. They think about it when they see other people winning. They think when the payment leaves you. They think about it when one plan gets delayed. The mind keeps chanting, not enough, not yet, not safe, not stable, not certain. And when that loop deepens, money is no longer just financial, it becomes the emotional. And it is why this day is so relevant. Because this learning is directly related to our bad feelings about money, the disappointment, worry, fear, envy, push money away. And it argues that you cannot feel grateful for money and disappointed about money at the same time. Because overthinkers often keep trying to solve money from the same emotional state that is draining them. And in this chapter, I first request you to first change your state. Changing the state is the first step to the miracles, to the abundance. And stay with me because later in this, I'm going to show you how this day will feel emotionally real, even if money has been painful, delayed, inconsistent, or tied to fear for a long time. Near the end, I will give one line you can use whenever your mind starts spiraling into not enough. So you write yourself a magic check for a specific amount of money for one specific thing you really want. And then you hold the check. Visualize yourself actually using that money for that thing and feel gratitude as though it has already happened. You return to that feeling multiple times during the day and keep the check where you can see it. Now, here's why that is powerful, because money is not the final emotional destination, money is the means. What you really want is what money allows: the relief, the purchase, the experiences, the solution, the support, the freedom. And that matters because people usually cannot feel such gratitude for money in the abstract, but they can feel gratitude for the home, for the thing they needed, for the class they wanted to take, for the debt they wanted to clear, for the travel they wanted to experience, for the gift they wanted to give, for the burden they want to lighten. And that is why this day works through specificity. Imagine a person who says, I just want more money, but that thought doesn't produce relief. It produces tightness because more money is a vague. It is almost always carrying stress behind it. Now imagine that same person says, I want rupees 25,000 for the course that would help me move forward. Oh, I want $500 for the laptop repair that has been weighing on me. Or I want the money to finally buy the thing I keep postponing because I am scared. Now something changes. The mind has a picture, the heart has a purpose, the gratitude has somewhere to land. And this is exactly this day makes. Choose a specific amount, and specificity is the key for one thing that you really want, because gratitude becomes more alive when you can imagine actually receiving and using it. That is not just theatrics, this is emotional precision. And let me ask you, are you thinking about money or are you rehearsing the lack? Because many people say they are thinking practically, but what they are really doing is emotionally practicing the scarcity. Here's your one main practice for today: not 10 financial routines, not a budget workshop, one practice. Do your ongoing morning practice, count your blessings. And till date, this still continues. 10 blessings, why you are grateful. Thank you 3 times for each. And now, create or print your magic check. Write your name, today's date, a specific amount, and tie to one specific thing you really want. And hold the check in your hands. And now imagine yourself actually using that money for the thing you choose. Not just receiving it, using it, buying it, booking it, paying it, solving it, enjoying it, and feel as grateful and excited as you can. Come back to the check at least two more times today. Each time, hold it again. Picture using the money again. Feel the gratitude again. And keep the check somewhere visible. And when that money or the thing itself comes to you, replace the check with the new one and continue the practice. And that is why this day is very simple, specificity and emotionally charged and surprisingly very deep. And now let's bring this one more thing, that the overthinker has a very tense relationship with the money because they don't just see it as a currency, they see it as a proof of safety, the proof of worth, the proof of progress, the proof that life is working, the proof that they are not falling behind. So every delay feels personal, every shortfall feels emotional, and every comparison feels louder. So instead of asking, why is it not here? Why is it delayed? Why am I behind? The mind is asked to focus on, what do I actually want? What would this allow? Can I feel gratitude for it now? This is a shift from lack obsession to receiving orientation, from lack to abundance. And this shift matters because when you feel grateful for the money more than you feel lack for money, a new condition is created. And these conditions play a vital role in every sphere of our life. Let's reaffirm some of our affirmation. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and repeat aloud. Success is certain for me. Achievement flows naturally to me. I'm worthy of all the success and abundance in my life. Opportunities flow to me easily and effortlessly from all the direction. An avalanche of abundance. Prosperity is my natural state of being. And again, success is certain for me. Achievement flows naturally to me. I'm worthy of all the success and abundance in my life. Opportunities flow to me easily and effortlessly from all the directions. Prosperity is my natural state of being. Take a deep breath in. And here's the key. Many people think they are chasing money, but often they are actually chasing what money represents: the peace, the easiness, the support, the freedom, the mobility, the dignity, the choice. And when you don't understand that thing, you stay emotionally tangled because then money starts carrying every unmet need in your life. This day helps untangling that by forcing clarity from not I want money, but what for? And that question is timeless because clarity is valuable in every decade. A vague mind cannot feel deep gratitude. A clear mind can feel deep gratitude only. If this is resonating, stay with me because now I want to speak to you. I feel fake doing this. How can I feel grateful for money I haven't received? That's important because a lot of people will feel that tension. So let's proceed. If the practice feels fake at first, if someone says this is unrealistic, then allow me to tell you that you are not being asked to lie. You are being asked to rehearse receiving instead of rehearsing lack. Because in our imagination, in our inner talk, we are always conversing, we are always seeing something. Why not switch it intentionally? Why not switch it first in the inner reality and then allow ourselves to see the outer reality? Most of the time, we rehearse the worst case scenarios, the delayed outcomes, not having enough, the future presence, and the pressure, the embarrassment, the failures. So the question is not whether you rehearse, you already do that. The question is, what are you rehearsing? And this day only gives you a different rehearsal, not fear of not having, but gratitude for having received. And that is why it can feel empowered even when life is imperfect. Let's say someone wants money for a new phone because the current one keeps failing and affecting their work. A fear based money mind says, I can't afford it. Why does everything break at once? What if I fall further behind? Why is life always like this? But today, I allow my mind to write the exact amount. I'm allowing myself to see holding the new phone. I'm allowing myself to see myself receiving. I'm allowing myself to work easily and effortlessly. I'm allowing myself to be grateful for the solution as though it has already moving toward me. Now, which state feels more magnetic? Which state feels more aligned? Which state keeps the mind from collapsing into lack? And that's why this practice has a staying power, because it doesn't just talk about abundance, it gives the reality, the form to it. I just want you to put a chat. I stopped rehearsing, not enough. And that line is so energetic, powerful, and strong. I stopped rehearsing, not enough. Let me add one more value. The money can be increased in many ways, not only through direct payment, but through discounts, but gifts, refunded amount, someone covering a cost, receiving something you needed, or saving money unexpectedly. And that is a huge mindset broadener. Because overthinkers often trap themselves in one narrow form of receiving. Allow the money from receiving this side, that side, that side. And this day opens that lens. Because provisions can arrive in more than one form, relief can arrive through more than one channel, increase can happen by receiving or by saving. That is a timeless lesson. I just want to say that don't use the magic check to bully yourself. Don't stare at it all day with desperation. Don't use it to prove whether you are good enough. Don't make it another test you can fail. Use it as a grateful anchor, not an emotional weapon, not as a sabotaging weapon. Because this is where we falter. Feel it that this has already been there. It's very simple in one line. Repeat aloud, take a deep breath in. I'm fearless and confident. I release all fears and step into the courage. I trust the universe timing for my success. My work serves humanity and brings fulfillment. Thank you, God. I'm peaceful, I'm powerful, I'm happy, I'm healthy. Success is certain for me. Take a deep breath in. And whenever the mind spirals into financial fear, just say, I return my attention to the provisions. Opportunities flow to me easily and effortlessly. Because the mind that constantly bows to lack cannot easily recognize receiving. If you keep emotionally serving what is missing, you make absence feel central and you make the abundance of missing. But when you become grateful for what is coming, specific, visible, and real in your imagination, you begin to train the mind to cooperate with receiving instead of resisting it. This day is not about pretending, not denial, not fantasy for its own sake. A shift in the inner position from the fix of scarcity to the grateful expectation. So today, don't just say you want more money, get clear. What do you want it for? What would it change? What would it support? And what would it make possible? And then write it, hold it, see it, feel it as if it has already been arrived. It's not about ending the habit of emotionally living in not enough. It's about refusing to let fear be your financial atmosphere. It's about becoming grateful enough, specific enough, and steady enough, persistent enough to let your mind rehearse receiving in every area of your life. And whether someone watches this today or next year or 10 years from now, will always feel this thing. Your inner relationship with lack shapes the way you experience life. So stop feeding the absence. Start honoring the provisions, the gifts that can move toward you in a way you cannot yet see. And tomorrow will have another day, a shift in the fascinating direction, because once you stop spiraling about money, the next question becomes, what about all the things in life you don't know how to solve? The unfinished tasks, the stuck situation, the pressure points, the things sitting on your mental to do list and draining your peace. Tomorrow is where gratitude moves into that territory. So, if today was about receiving a provision, tomorrow becomes about releasing mental overload. And stay with me. Just write in the chat, I stop rehearsing not enough. I stop rehearsing lag. I stop rehearsing the scarcity. And I return my attention to the fulfillment. I return my attention to the gratitude. I return my attention to the thankfulness, to the provisions. Take a deep breath in and allow myself to leave you here. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for joining in. We'll meet you tomorrow again. Thank you.